So, hello everyone. Welcome back to Nicole Myths Astrology and Tarot. These are the Newfound Love, New Moon in Cancer, Secret Code Name themed readings. All right, this is Secret Code Name Snowfall. So, for those of you who are new to the channel or new to Secret Code Names, don't know how they work, individuals go to my Etsy shop. All right, all my links and things are in the description, but they go to my Etsy shop and they purchase a secret code name. All right, once they do, I say, hey, I got you. Your secret code name is, and in this case, it was Snowfall. All right, so this is their personal reading, right? For this new moon in Cancer and this newfound love theme reading, this is their reading. Okay, it's their personal reading. The beauty of these secret code names, however, is that you may be drawn to one or resonate to one in divine time. All right, whenever it is meant to cross your path. And if that is the case, there is most likely a message in here for you. So with this newfound love theme, I am using my messages from the feminine and masculine decks. All right, I've combined them into one to get an idea of what is going on with the inner conversation, because what's in the inner reflects in the outer, and so the focus is to find new love in here so that it can reflect out there. And then I'm using my Fairies Oracle by Brian Proud as some additional guidance, insight, you know, whatever you want to call it, for the energies, right? The energies that present. So, secret code name Snowfall, and those who would resonate to it in divine time. What cards, above all others, is going on to describe the inner conversation being had, right? What is going on in the inner? What's the inner conversation for secret code name Snowfall? Okay. Nine of Clubs. I don't know how much more I can take. I need help and have no one on the bottom. You make me feel things I never felt before, with the King of Hearts on top. Okay. And someone may or may not be telling you how they really feel. You might not be confronting you about how you really feel. Okay. It says, I'm having a hard time balancing all my obligations. I'm in too much pain to connect to you right now. And I know I need to move forward. I also know that means a perspective change in the reverse. Okay. Inner conversation. Obviously, you're really struggling. Okay. You're really struggling. Honestly, secret code name Snowfall. You might feel like you're what is essentially like metaphorically being snowed in, right? Feeling like you're being snowed in, like everything is cold and everything is just building up and building up and building up, and it's getting harder to see out of the windows. You can't even open your doors, like it's feeling like you're snowed in. You know what I mean? Especially because when I got the secret code name, it did look like whiteout conditions, to be fair. You don't know how much more you could take. I think what you're feeling, the pressure to be or do, that you have all these obligations outside of yourself. You're having a hard time connecting to your own heart space and how you feel. Like maybe you're so concerned about how everybody else feels that you forgot how you feel. And you feel like you need help. You feel like you don't have anybody. Like, for all that you're considering and everybody else, no one's actually considering you. And that's your cue. That's your cue to consider you. You need a perspective change. You know you need to move forward with a perspective change, but you're in denial of it. You're unwilling to change your perspective. You want to be that martyr. You want to be that victim. You want to be that person that says, I give everything for everybody. I give everything for everybody. You want people to feel bad for you or owe you or something. You know, it's like you want to stay there. You want everybody to acknowledge how self-sacrificing you are and owe you for it. And like a weird, that's what I'm getting. It's like a weird sense. That's what's going on in the inner world. You want people to acknowledge just how much you do and owe you and pay it back. Because you care a lot about them and you want them to care a lot about you too. But that might be the perspective shift that needs to happen. Sacrificing the self to a detriment is not love. That's why nobody else in your reality is doing it. That's not love. You want people to show you how much they love you in return for all that you've sacrificed by sacrificing themselves. But if you love someone, do you really want them to sacrifice for you? Do you really want them to struggle internally to prove that they love you? No. Well, they don't want you to do that either. They don't want you to sacrifice and struggle within yourself for them either, because they love you. And they shouldn't need to sacrifice themselves to prove that. It's validation seeking. It usually comes from traumas, right? That we took on as a child. You might have watched your father sacrifice everything that he was doing for your mom, or vice versa. That your mom was constantly saying, I sacrifice for everybody, I sacrifice for everybody, what about me? And that's what you learned. Doesn't make it right though. Just means you're doing what wounding you learned. Didn't heal the wounding. Love is not about sacrifice. Love is about equal exchange and reciprocity and acceptance that individuals are individuals and have their own interests and likes and dislikes and journeys, and we're either on it together and happy for each other and helping where we can within our means of energy, or we're not. So what is the guidance, please, Spirit? Like, people that truly love you don't want you to sacrifice for them. People that truly love you do not want you to sacrifice to your detriment for them. It's not love then. It's wounding. It's not love, it's wounding. Okay? You have to be able to discern and see the difference. People who want you to sacrifice for them, it's not love, it's wounding. We got the Fawn. Card number 35. All right, so let's read some for you. The Fawn. Understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, and natural magic. The merry, irrepressible fawn dancing in the garden, frolicking in the woods, playing in the meadows, sings out, "Come, dance with me." It is he who knows the secrets of nature. He knows where the robin's nestlings are hidden, where the mice lurk, who lives down that rabbit burrow, and where the pixies like to dance. He teaches us to understand, appreciate, and express the part of ourselves that dances in the moonlight with the fairies, sings to the dawn stars with the birds, and hums with the blossoming flowers. This is also the part of us that plants seeds with a loving pat that says, "Bless you and grow," and provides healing energy for doing just that. No fuss, no bother, no intention, just natural human magic. Natural magic is simple. We are all full of it. And the more we are true to our own nature, the more we have access to our own magic. When we are caught up in believing the limitations imposed by ourselves or our culture, we inhibit the flow of energy, which is the melody of ecstasis' song of the cosmos as it sweeps through us. Opening ourselves back up to that song can be a long and complex business once we have closed down in some way. It requires a great deal of thought and self-observation, and perhaps also the help of others in the form of formal therapy or simple friendship. However, the process of opening is made easier and more gentle if we allow Mama Nature to do our own natural magic to help. Spending time in our gardens, our parks, our forests, and open spaces helps us to reconnect with sodas, growing herbs and flowers, and scented geraniums in pots on our windowsills. We constantly change, even when we resist, even when we think we are stuck. "Come with me," sings the fawn, tugging our hand. It certainly is futile to struggle against the flow of the universe, so we might as well dance with him. Stuckness is an illusion. Dance with me and it will all come, right? And do you know he's right? At least many of the blocks in ourselves and our lives will come right much more quickly if we reconnect with him. They too are filled with magic just like us. Natural magic is happening when things flow almost effortlessly. That is a sign that natural magic is at work, so enjoy it. A very important part of natural magic is simply allowing the energy to flow through us, and this means both giving and receiving freely. Let the energy flow. Don't push it. Don't try to control it. Just dance with it. Trust it. And remember to keep returning to the source of inspiration to keep your heart filled with light. Like, it's kind of like asking you to remember that you love people, and that's why you do what you do. You don't do it for the reciprocity. You do it because you love them. You don't do what you do because you want the reciprocity. That's the wound. You do it because you love them. It's natural for you to want to do these things because you love them. So remember, you do it because you love them, and you're just in your flow. You don't need anything back in return from them. And you're not actually sacrificing, right? It's getting rid of that perspective. You're not sacrificing yourself. You're flowing with natural magic that nurtures and takes care of and considers and holds everything together as the glue, because that's your nature. No one's asking you to do it. You're doing it naturally. So stop being resentful of your nature, because it's not their nature. Their nature might provide a roof. Their nature might provide the means to obtain food or vacation. Their nature might do things that your nature doesn't. And your nature works with their nature and magic happens. Everybody's taken care of. What you nurture now might nurture you later, when they learn your magic. They might have not even learned it yet. The perspective shift. Stop thinking you're sacrificing when you're just being who you are. And if nobody is asking you to be that, sacrificing, and you do it anyway, like, accept that's who you are, it's your nature, and stop being resentful of yourself. You know? You're planting seeds of love. This is what unconditional love looks like, so that if no one else showed up in your life that loves unconditionally, at least you had one person that showed you so that you know how to do it too later. Planting seeds. Loving seeds. Enjoy doing it. Enjoy planting seeds. See what grows when you plant little seeds of love in everybody that you touch, the garden of your life. And that's the message. Newfound love. Love your fucking nature. Love the nature that is natural for you. Don't fight it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't hate it or resent it. Like, it's your fucking nature. It's beautiful. Just you're that way for a reason. It's a beautiful reason, even if you don't understand what it is yet. Right? So I have faith that will serve you in divine time. My love and support is with you always. And I'll see you later. Take care.